Heroes of the Storm kicks off closed beta, Overwatch could be forced to change its name, all that and more. I'm Zach Sharps, and this is Free to Play Weekly. Those of you with an Xbox One will be happy to know that the free-to-play Dungeons & Dragons-based MMORPG from Perfect World Entertainment, Neverwinter, is taking the next step toward the much-advertised Xbox One release. Currently, the closed beta for the Xbox One version of Neverwinter is scheduled to start on February the 5th and run until February the 8th. Also noted was that the Xbox One version of the game will not be cross-platform with the PC version, and all friends will be tied into your Xbox Live friends list instead of the in-game one. Because it's being released for the console, you can bet that Cryptic has made the game a lot more controller-friendly, allowing an optimized experience for console gamers of Neverwinter. However, it's unclear when exactly Neverwinter will be fully released for the consoles, but if you're interested in signing up for the closed beta test, signups are still available. Square Enix's free-to-play Vampires vs. Humans battle, or Nosgoth, announced that it will go truly free-to-play on January the 21st as it heads into open beta. Before, players had to either have a code for entry or a starter pack to try out the game, but now, as of January the 21st, it's going to be free for everyone. The game will be taken offline on Monday the 19th in order to prepare for the launch at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on the 21st, and players will be able to earn double XP during that first week. However, if you're already in the game, you can go ahead and start your double XP this week and claim rewards for the testing of the game. Overall, after playing a bit of Nosgoth myself, I can confirm that the game is fun and interesting. However, it does seem like a shallow game the longer I played it, so hopefully they added a bit more depth for the game in the open beta and also beyond. Are you guys interested in Nosgoth? Make sure to leave a comment down below. After a very long but productive technical alpha, Blizzard has kicked off Heroes of the Storm's closed beta this week. Inching closer to the official full release of the game, Blizzard has added all sorts of major changes to the game, including a new hero, Thrall, War Chief of the Horde, a new 3-lane battleground called Sky Temple, the first iteration of Hero League, aka Ranked Play, and weekly sales in the shop starting today and kicking off every Monday. As I mentioned before, I'm quite impressed at the job Blizzard has done with their new MOBA, and I'm interested to see how it is once it's fully released to everyone. However, with a good bit of other tweaks, balancing, and bug fixes, if you're still interested in the finer details of the closed beta launch, make sure to check out their full official patch notes. With a lot of questions going into 2015, the Allied team made it their mission in order to answer them. Doing just that, they put together a developer diary this week detailing the combat system within the much-anticipated free-to-play MMORPG Skyforge, and gave us some answers on what to expect. Initially designed around the traditional MMORPG controls, aka like World of Warcraft for example, the team decided after much testing that that system did not perform in the way they liked. They instead went for a more Devil May Cry inspired approach, making the combat more action-filled and exciting. Bringing forth combos, mouse movement, positioning tactics, etc., it made Skyforge a lot more action-based rather than a traditional tab target MMO. Sure, the developers said that you could still tab target, but do you need to? The developers say no. So it will be interesting to see how this hybrid tab target action style combat flows within Skyforge, but with that, I want to go ahead and drop the question of the week. Last week on the show, I asked whether or not with Snail Games entering the console wars, do you see more free-to-play developers taking the console plunge? A user by the name of MadDemon64 stated the following: Snail Games will probably not be the only company entering the console market. Other especially big-name ones like Perfect World will likely try to enter the console market. Whether or not that ends up helping or hurting the console market and or the companies, however, is a different story. Thanks for your response, Mad Demon, and if you want your answer possibly featured in next week's episode, make sure to leave a comment down below. This week's question is, following the answers that we were given about Skyforge's combat system, do you prefer a more action-based combat system or a more traditional approach to combat in MMOs? I'm interested in hearing your guys' thoughts about this subject because I personally prefer a more action approach to combat, but not a true action combat system. I guess you could say a system like in Blade and Soul. Blizzard Entertainment's Overwatch ran into some issues this week. The company's patent application with the United States Patent and Trademark Office for the name Overwatch has been suspended due to prior filings with the same name registered under Innoviz Labs Incorporated. Since both of the two patent applications both fall under goods related to game software and similar, both applications have been suspended. What is Innoviz Labs Overwatch, you might ask? Well, it's a phone application that's already running on the iPhone, and it brings video game-like representations of real-life paintball and laser tag matches to your mobile device. With Blizzard already dumping time and money into Overwatch's name, it's sad to see it take a hit like this, but whether or not the name still has to be changed is in speculation. If there are further developments on Overwatch's name shenanigans, we will definitely let you know. The last bit of news this week comes from WebZen's free-to-play MMORPG Sevencore. Best known for its mounted combat, Sevencore's newest update adds the brand new Assassins class to the game. Specializing in high chances for crit and high dodge rates, the Assassins will utilize claw weapons and daggers. Also with this update, Sevencore is raising the existing level cap of 60 all the way up to 80, while also opening up a new level 80 zone called the Ensil Islands. To celebrate the game's update, WebZen will be hosting a Dungeon Runner event from now until January the 27th, so those of you hopping into the game, talk to the quest NPC Delos, run the dungeon, and receive your special prize. Well guys, that is it for the news this week. However, we got some awesome giveaways going on at MMOBomb.com. We have an Age of Wushu Transcendence Pack giveaway that features a ton of items to jumpstart your path to Inner Skill level 5, and also a Smite God giveaway. If you never want to miss a giveaway, make sure to sign up for alerts on MMOBomb.com and also bookmark the giveaways page. As for myself, my name is Zach Sharp, signing off until next week's Free to Play Weekly. I will catch you guys next time.